Hello, let's quickly go over some of the options that are in the update service program. And I'll just quickly go over some of the most important ones. Obviously, if you want to cash it out or just print it out, you'd click here. This allows you to delete the service work order, although you cannot delete a service work order unless you put all the parts back in inventory. This just allows you to save it. This allows you to automatically send an email and a text to the customer, letting them know the job is complete, and you also can have a pay button put on it so we can pay online. This allows you to send an email to the customer and a text with a message that, if you find something else wrong with the product that you're working on and you want to notify them to say why we have it, do you want me to do it? It's what we call a recommendation. And he can then email you that back, whether he wants it performed or not. This right here is a private note. The fact that it's green means somebody put a private note in here that the customer will never see, but the manager should read this note before he bills it out. This right here goes into my customer, and I can look at all my customer database and see anything I want to see about my particular customer. This right here will print out all my warranty claims. So if I have any warranty claims, it'll print them out and it'll automatically bill my warranty account. This right here goes back to the information about my boat. Here's all the different products or whatever product we're working on. Also, we have our user-defined template. Now, my user-defined template also allows you to put in anything that you want to keep track of your products, as well as you can attach videos and pictures of your product. So if somebody comes in, you want to take a picture of some damage to the product, you're able to take that picture, email it to the customer, but now it's attached to the particular product. Okay, over here, you can actually go in and look at history, all the different jobs that have been done on the boat. In this case, it's only been one, but if you've worked on this product multiple times, you'll have each work order, every single job that you've done. Also, we can put in a particular note. Now, a note on a particular work order is not a note telling you what you did on one of your jobs. It's basically to tell a customer, hey, you need a new prop. You want me to put it on or not? Now, you could do that as a recommendation. You can do that as a note. It's just something you want to relay to the customer. Over here is we want to add a new labor code. So while we're working on a job, we notice there are other things that need to be performed. I can add as many new jobs to this existing work order from my job code file, from history, from any particular spot I wish. I also can add, just manually key in any job I want. I can reprint a work order, or I can also email it to the customer. So if I added some additional jobs and I want to email that work order to the customer so he can send it back with his approval, you also have the ability to do that. I can look here. This just gives me a summary of what the bottom line is with all the special order parts. So you get the bottom line of what this course is going to be when it's complete. This allows me to add parts to any particular job. Up here, I can watch videos. It'll show you videos on how to use this particular program. Obviously, this is the same as the buttons. I can print it only. I just want to get a printout. I can add miscellaneous charges. I can add freight charges. I can take a deposit or return a deposit. I can manipulate the prices any way I want, cost plus, percentage, markup, mark down. I can add any additional fees I want to my product. I can do a job code analysis. This is a key feature. Before you bill out a job, you should always click on this, look and see how much money you're making on each individual job. And now you can actually click on each one, see exactly the parts that you use for this job, see exactly all the mechanics that worked on that job, get a good picture of how much you're making on labor, how much you're making on parts. Also, you'll see any notes that the customer is going to see. This is a note that the customer is going to see. And yes, if you put private notes in, they also would be listed here that the customer will not see. Also, if we just click here, now a lot of these things do the exact same thing as the buttons. This goes back to the beginning where I can update any information about the boat. Over here, we can add the different hours on all your motors and things like that you want to keep track of, because the system does have a recommended service option. So it will check to see, hey, when's the last time you had an oil change, and let you know when it needs to, or maybe a water pump job or things like that. You can also add PO numbers if you wish. You can sort this by billing codes. That's important if you have general ledger. You can delete a line if you need to delete a line. You can update the prices, obviously. You can go back and update any of the customer information, maybe the address changes. There again, do deposits, freight, miscellaneous. Like I said, these things do pretty much the same as a lot of the buttons do. Once you get used to the system, a lot of people just use function keys. They don't bother with the mouse so much. I can add sublet. Also with sublet, I can put extended options. I can attach things to it. Adding live inventory. I can actually hide certain pots. If you have a job where you want to put all the pots on that you use for that particular job, but you don't want the customer to see that, you have the ability to do that. I also can bill by job code. So I may want to just bill 2 jobs out of this work order and keep the rest intact. We also do what we call a progress bill. If you're having a big job where it may take 6 or 7 months to complete, you may want to bill the customer at the end of every month so they can pay you at the end of the month. But it keeps the job open, and now you can just keep adding more labor to it. You can resequence the jobs so that you don't print out in the order that you wish to print out. And there again, you can add any recommendations that you wish to the job. Also, some other things that you can do here is I can just, obviously it's color-coded. Green means that the job is done. Blue means we're still working on it. Red means we're waiting for a pot, as you can see. One of the things I can do here is I can just flip right through all my different jobs. And this is kind of just a quick scenario of some of the options that you can do in the updating of the work order. There are many, many more. Also, if you hit this video tutorial, it'll give you a video on how to use these options in detail. Have a great day. Have any questions, just give us a call.